Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Low Kick Online. It's a Guilty Gear kind of night. I am one of your commentators, Zero, alongside Jadelyn. How are you doing tonight?
I'm hyped to be here. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting to get to talk about some Guilty Gear, but I'm always ready to talk about some Guilty Gear, so let's go.
I mean, that's fair. I got the text just moments before I got off work, and I was about to text Ham Jams about it, just say, hey, you know what? I need to become honorary Chicago. How do I do that? And Ham was like, you have to commentate, otherwise you're out of here. All right, so here I am.
Wait, so we're in there, and we've got a really fun match to start this off. We're up in the winners quarterfinals, and if you want to follow along with the bracket, you can check that out at smash.gg. And I believe we have a Nagoriyuki mirror.
Yeah, we're gonna have Velvet up against SethSeries here in this Nagoriyuki mirror, and we have 3 Nagoriyukis at the very least in this bracket, so it's going to be really crazy to see which Nagoriyuki will stand the strongest in this entire bracket. So here we go.
Right, so starting off really strong with a great counter, and these counter hits from Nago, they do a lot of damage. So of course we're watching the blood meter, seeing how they're spending that and managing that resource, but right now they're just swinging their swords to see who's going to hit first.
This is an interesting matchup, not one that I'm sure I've really seen ever, so let's see. Nice. Already got the blood-sucking liver started here for SethSeries here, and nice back throw. You're going to get thrown right back into the corner.
Oh my goodness.
Match going.
That was intense. Jeez. The thing with Seth is that, once he put Velvet into the corner, Velvet was just stuck. So let's see if Velvet can counter some of that. Oh my god! It's the same idea!
Wait a minute. You're not... Are you telling me they're both playing the exact same button if they're going for the same routes? That's insane.
It's funny, though, because, in mirror matches, although rarely it can happen, but they had the same idea.
Okay, Beyblade in. SethSeries really trying to dominate this corner position again with throw this time. There we go. Nice feint. Okay, going for the chip. Nice. Neutral here. The counter hit does connect for SethSeries. Plenty of meter to work with. Only at a level 1 blood, so can spend some specials here.
Yeah, but Seth still has to be really careful because of a counter hit like that. That's huge. Oh! Wait, does this hit?
We're canceling this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, cancel that. I mean, at least he had enough meter to be like, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, and even worse, no, okay, never mind. Just all according to plan.
Was there a plan in that moment? I'm not sure.
It was calculated. It was definitely calculated. Come on, right. Calculated, right?
Right, totally. Right. That was really cool, though, the way that it ended up playing out. Oh, really early burst from Velvet, though. That's a resource off the table now.
Yeah, especially not able to get that connection there. And there we go. SethSeries connecting with the burst, but going to get splattered into this corner. And look at that. Almost level 3-2 for SethSeries as well. Going to have to try to get these connections to work with Slash and Heavy Slash here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice throw.
Yeah,
and that does work. I don't think it's gonna kill.
Okay, so no kill, but I was really concerned whether or not that was going to be the sweet spot and able to get the full animation, and ended up paying off here from Velvet.
Yeah, Velvet's got a lot of pressure. Ooh, YRC to counter the pressure, though. These guys are managing their meter so well right now. Right.
A good slash to shut it down here. Velvet getting around out there, trying to tie things up. Nice jab to start.
Yeah, again, these bursts, both Seth and Velvet just don't like this pressure that they're feeling from each other right now. I don't know if it's the mirror match or just themselves, but oh boy.
I wonder too, though, what else can Nagoriyuki really do without meter? I mean, you do have to use that burst resource as a tool to get off, and of course, YRC has another option in drifting, but you know how far that Nagoriyuki is going to be able to reach depending upon that blood meter as well, too. So it's one of your few defensive options you're going to have Nagoriyuki to get off of you. Nice back dash.
Oh, I love the use of Velvet's lights there to just sort of check that neutral. Just be like, nah, it's not your turn.
Yep. Okay. Building up that blood meter. Nice counter hit.
Yeah, another burst to stop the pressure. But God, these counter hits from Seth this round are intense.
Yeah, and it's like a dominant back and forth between these two. 1-1 so far in this round.
Oh,
wow.
that was crazy. Just do it again. No, do it back to him. I mean, this is what you get in these Nero matches, though, and really nice low to finish it off, but it's cool to see, like, oh, that was a great idea. I'm gonna throw you, too.
Yeah, it's really great to see, like, just the constant back and forth. We do see that the game plan is pretty consistent across both players here, but Seth is coming out dominant this time around here. It's about who gets that first hit, and Seth is getting the shatter to start things off in this second round here.
Another same idea! These mirrored animations are sick, honestly. Ooh, nice counter hit. Velvet's really bringing it back here, even though Seth has all of that positive tension. It's gone now.
Okay. Oh, you could have got punished real bad for that whiff throw attempt there. Of course, you do have full meter, plenty of burst to work with. Big jump, it does get scooped.
Ooh, no follow-up, though. I think he was a little scared because his health is so low. Just a back and forth, goes in the blood. Can he punish? Yes!
Yeah.
Ooh, had the burst, though.
Oh
no!
How's this gonna end? Both are a touch away, too, and it's gonna be about win. Velvet goes in recovery. Beyblade able to block it, though. No, the last Beyblade to come through. SethSeries takes it 2-1 over Velvet here.
That was really fun to watch. Like, all giggles aside, because some of it was legitimately funny. That was so neat to see them both just navigating the same routes and being like, yeah, this is cool, or I like that idea. And then the way in the very last match they were back and forth with their blood meter, and then when they went into the blood stance, and then, you know, how they were managing that, and then how quickly they would get into the faultless defense to stop the oncoming pressure.
Oh yeah, I thought for sure, and we just saw in that replay as well, that that Velvet was definitely not going to be able to block there, and wow, just the wherewithal and knowledge to know that you did have enough time to react and just block low, especially at that range too, because what else was SethSeries going to do? Unfortunately, though, letting go of block at the last second there, and allowed SethSeries to get that hit. And it's a darned if you do, darned if you don't. It was a moment in which whenever the other player decided to release their breath and start breathing, that was going to be the one that lost that game there. So
yeah, I really like the analogy of when they released their breath, because it really did feel like they would stop to breathe, and that was the time somebody got hit, which was, it was a really interesting balance between the two of when did you become the aggressor and when were you on the defensive in that entire time, because in a mirror match, you're really aware of what the other person can do.
Right. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm still getting flashbacks from Exerd mirror matches with Soul Bad Guy. You both know exactly what you're trying to do, run up and get these wild throws. And this version of Soul Bad Guy coming from K-Dog is going to have to try to make that hard approach against the wall that is Trevward. Trevward's not only the tallest person in Chicago that I've ever seen. That's just the mountain you have to climb to try to get across this bracket in the top 8.
Oh, see, now the next time I go up to Chicago, I'm going to have to look for this. Because I swear I've probably seen the guy, but I'm like, I need to know.
Now you know exactly what you're looking for when you see Trevward.
Right. Because I'm not particularly tall, but I can look up. I'll find him. All right. So, oh man, this is a great track.
Oh yes, birthday trade coming back. Nice. Good slash interrupt on the 5K here. Trevor beginning the offensive pressure, hitting that level 2 blood meter, and now we're just gonna wait things out here. Try to react to what K-Dog's gonna do. You have the life advantage.
Yeah, a lot of life advantage. What I like in this matchup is Nago has the range to counter basically every one of Soul's moves, which was really on display, like exhibition style in that first round.
Exactly. Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. That was right there. Picture perfect. Like you knew it was going to happen right there. Jalen, you've been doing your homework.
I'm trying. It's so much fun to watch this sort of thing and then know these matchups and the ranges and everything, especially right now when the cast is relatively small. Now, however, if Soul gets in and gets the opportunity to run his game, his combos have so much damage.
Oh, yeah, but you got to watch out for these gaps because Trevor will do these reversal overdrives here. Get off of me, please. I need the space. And tie things up a little bit here. Nice little life advantage. Burst is still available for K-Dog. Wild throw. Lost the corner advantage, though.
Oh, man. Trev just got in a little bit there and forced that burst out of K-Dog, and now he had no other options. Really patient play in that in that round there.
Yeah, Absolutely. That's the thing that Trevor will do, especially in a lot of those corner situations there. He's been pressured enough in the corner as Nagoriyuki that he is well aware that his time will come. Unfortunately, this is not going to be one of those times. Catching this dust here, allowing K-Dog to finish the whole round.
Look at that damage. That's disgusting.
Oh my goodness. Night Ray Vortex does come through. Let's carry to the corner one more time here.
Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, that'll counter.
Yeah, don't forget about it. That was full meter there thanks to that gold burst from Trevward earlier. But look at the life deficit here. Trevor has a lot of work.
Yeah, oh, and I didn't even notice that K-Dog had their burst, so they could just take care of that. Just jump over it, but he does PRC to reset that pressure. I like it. I like the option.
You know, you force not to, right? You have to jump that that overdrive there from Soul. So you reset again with purple RC, and you have that air neutral there. Of course, the fastest thing being the throw.
Oh, that is a heck of an opener. I feel like K-Dog just has their footing. Oh, doesn't let him do that air combo last time. He saw that 75% damage.
Not this time. I'm not going to let you get away with it. Okay, Volcanic Viper. Wow, what a backdash on 6S. A very rare one if I've ever seen.
Nice low, though. I like the continued pressure low because K-Dog wasn't blocking low for a while, so that was really nice. However, with that dust in the middle to reset the combo, Nago's in the corner. It's a little scary.
Yeah, that was a beautiful extension there. Another gold burst here for K-Dog. Full meter. And gold burst right back at you. There's the drip, but going to get 5P.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. Jeez. Soul has a lot of damage, and that was quick, too.
Yeah, it's a tough situation to backdash there. Here we're going to see that replay of the overdrive. Full screen opportunity to go up for that air throw here. Brilliant play here from K-Dog, but we still have another game. Trevward is on the back foot, just a little bit, though. Nice.
Yeah. Oh! Yeah, so just this back and forth. So RC there doesn't really get anything off of it, though, and now K-Dog is taking the aggression back. Oh, I love the way they were checking each other with those light punches there.
Yeah, you kind of have to sometimes interrupt the soul pressure here. Nice back throw, taking the advantage here. Level 2 is a little bit under right now for Nagoriyuki.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it looked like K-Dog just went to flinch to put something out there, and Trev had already put in the move, so that was death for him.
Yeah, and also, too, we got to think about that chip damage as the blood level rises, just increases, too, so...
It does,
Another one of those bad situations there. If you're not FDing in the corner, you might be in trouble.
So now, I really like the way that K-Dog is just challenging Nago's range, and that's how he's getting all of these huge combos. Oh, but get grabbed, put in the corner, has the burst to get out of it.
Smart decision here from K-Dog. That was going to be big. Definitely going to be a shatter for sure. Nice clash, 2S to challenge again from K-Dog here, trying to wrap things up, but YRC from Trevor trying to maintain the offense control. Wow.
That was nice. I love that K-Dog came in from overhead, started the pressure there, and just kicks him in the face.
The blessed jump heavy slash from Soul. It's a wall of hurt. That's all it is. Nice.
Yeah, and it's a multi-hit wall of hurt. But in the meantime, oh, nice shatter. Sends him into another realm.
Yeah, and Trevor doesn't care about these damage walls.
Oh, that was such a questionable burst and a perfect for Trev.
That's a fine way to close out a match for Nagoriyuki and for Trevor here. Moving on into the top 8 here. And here we got that 6S that cost K-Dog this next interaction here. That 5K was close enough for Trevor here, and nice counter hit off the Volcanic Viper punish to go shattering through the wall, shattering everyone's expectations to how this Soul matchup is supposed to be played against Nagoriyuki here.
Yeah, I think one of the things I like so much about these online weeklies and everything is that we get the opportunity to go back and watch these really cool matchups and then these moments that we're highlighting here just so that you can watch and learn, because Guilty Gear, it's only been out, what, 2 months tomorrow? Like, how hard is that to believe?
It feels like it's been forever, but yeah, it's only been about 2 months now.
I feel like it's has that feeling because we've been in this online era, and we are fortunate to have so many events happening all the time where we get to go and check out and see these really cool matchups and then learn and grow together. And so it's been fun seeing how things are developing, and then there's the excitement of new characters coming out, and then balance patches ?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we did just get that nice fancy release of Gold Lewis out there. Haven't seen too much of Gold Lewis. I remember seeing a bracket where we did get a round of Gold Lewis there, which is a really interesting character to see. I'm sorry, Hitbox players. That looks like a hard time to try to learn how to get used to that input series from that character. But still, y'all are figuring it out. I saw the guide get passed around on Twitter. The learning is just exponentially increased because of how many events we have, and two, because that online setting now everyone is really sharing, and the netcode being the spectacular thing that it is for Guilty Gear this time around also really helps benefit the entire community.
It really does. I think that's accelerated the growth of this game, and the character development, and really just like the storylines that we're starting to see as not just in the US, but all around the world, because we have the opportunity to have worldwide storylines because of the netcode.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just being able to tune in to Salt Mine League and being able to see how those brackets turn out. I mean, even watching big levels as well. It's one of the few rare instances that we have so much access to a lot of these across the pond scenarios here. And wow, we're not going too far across the pond, but across a lake, over to Chi-Town once again for Tswagg up on deck against Chip Xanath out here. Animefreak.
Yeah, oh, I love these orange colors. The color palettes in this game are fabulous too. Now with this one, we're definitely going to be watching a lot of the movement, because both Chip and Geo have fabulously quick buttons.
Absolutely.
And the thing with Chip is that he will die quickly if you hit him, but you got to hit him first. So look at all the backdashes, the air movement. He's got triple jump. But Geo has a lot of pressure, and we're going to be watching her meter usage because of that extra damage she gets when she's at full tension.
Absolutely, especially with her unique dash option as well, not being the traditional run-up dash here. Wow, overdrive there. Doesn't have enough meter to cancel to make it safe, but does have the burst. So sitting about even with the exception of spending that burst there, and here we go. About to be a wall shatter in just a moment.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Chip, is that if he gets you on the wall, it's almost a guaranteed shatter, just because of how much damage he can do so quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. But on the other side of the coin there too, Geo is very much the same way. A lot of those routes will get that full corner carry here. It's just, like you said though, try to pin down Chip in this movement. Geo is definitely capable of doing so. It's just a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, it is. And the thing too is that if Geo does what she did right there and just doesn't block, she's going to take a ton of damage from Chip, because he can just put that out there.
Yeah.
And with Chip, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. I mean, that situation right there, really tough to punish, really tough to get that DP to pull out there, especially you don't know which side that Chip was going to land there. Good round ender there for Animefreak.
It was a really good round ender. The thing I was going to bring up is that Chip has, with all of the Alpha Blade, Gamma Blade, Beta Blade, he can control all the space Geo wants to be in. Because Geo wants to pressure you and wants to be close, and then he can just side switch. Ooh, nice DP to stop that pressure.
Ooh. Oh, unfortunate. But still, Animefreak got the burst there, so that really paid off. Tswagg was going to end up missing that combo because of the side swap.
Yeah, there's a nice overhead carry into the corner. Oh, but he's missed the end of the combo, so not going to be a shatter yet. YRC pushes him away. Just trying to regain some of the footing for Tswagg.
Yeah. Tries to keep it safe with close slash here. Tries to bait anything out here from Animefreak. Good cross-up attempt. Tries to gain some distance with the flip kick once again here. Oh, and there's that Alpha Blade. It's going to be tough to block.
But I have to say, Tswagg until that moment did a really great job blocking. Unfortunate burst. Chip just waited it out and takes that round.
Yeah, sometimes, especially at that life deficit, maybe hold on to that burst for the next round.
Right,
unless you're
exactly.
really confident you're going to close it out there. But yeah, that was a really tough one to try to pull off here. So, trying to get this approach. Nice cross-up. Does connect. Okay.
I feel like Tswagg's being a little hesitant because of the pressure that Animefreak is bringing into this. So they're... Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that connected. That was amazing from Chip.
That was about to be really scary here for Tswagg. Good block, jump 2K. And yes, the aerial super. We're going to get out of this corner here. I would like to see some more challenges on this Chip Rekka here from Geo. She does have the opportunity to do that, but Tswagg has really been just blocking these Rekka strings here. And all right, there we go. Just the opener. Oh, yeah, we got scooped. Opportunity.
Yeah, but oh my gosh! To just DP'd out of it. So that DP was a challenge to her super. That's incredible.
Yeah, it clashed it and still had enough hits to still come through and connect once again. Yikes.
That big yikes, because that honestly won Animefreak that game.
Yeah, because even if Animefreak did block that situation, it's still Tswagg's turn. You got to guess once again, are we going to go low or are we just going to jump back into it, do another high? Or just keep it safe here. And here again, we're going to see that replay. I'm sure it's about to be, it sure is. That DP clashing and still having enough hits to go through. It's unfortunate. The air super is a fantastic tool for Giovanna here, but it is 6 people. It is anti-airable. And just at that moment, the perfect clash there for Animefreak, gaining the opportunity to get out of the corner and then close it out with a couple hits here into chip damage.
You know, it's interesting because when you're playing into a Chip or a Geo, you're thinking, oh, they've got fast buttons, they've got a lot of high-low mix, they have enough to challenge in my neutral, and especially the multi-hit buttons like Chip's DP that we just saw there. Yeah. But then when they're playing against each other, you're like, oh, Chip is real fast.
Oh, yeah.
And the challenge there, I think, for Tswagg was how do I, as Geo, with slightly slower buttons come in and challenge you?
Right. I mean, the closest button that Geo has, she has the second fastest button in the game, and of course, the fastest buttons are coming from both Soul and Chip, and you're going up against Chip, so obviously the faster character, like you said, and, you know, really trying to control that space, so like you said earlier as well, with the Alpha series, the Blade series in general is just tough to do, because you're not going to pin down the Chip. You're just not. They are definitely going to move around that screen.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like the thing with Chip, I mean, I did see, what was it on Twitter a couple weeks ago? It's like, you can kill him, but you got to catch me first. I didn't say it was gonna be easy. And that's the whole thing with Chip is like, he's slippery, and then, you know, he's one of the few the handful of characters in the game that, addition to his really good regular grab, he's got a command grab too. And it's such a fast button, and you can end his combo strings with that command grab, and you're like, you just have to sit there and watch that damage fly away.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, especially too, it's not easy to try to punish that command grab as well, even if you do react to it. Like, very few characters have like a reliable route that can do it. I'd like to think Geo is definitely one of those characters that could, with the angle that her jump heavy slash hits, but even then you have to be reacting to that and ready for it, and that's really tough to do, especially in an online setting.
Yeah, and I mean, even with rollback netcode, which does have an incredibly crisp feel to it, it's still sometimes hard to react to that sort of thing, especially when, you know, a person who's really practiced in playing something so fast comes at you like that, and you're like, oh god, I gotta reel it in, figure it out. And I mean, it definitely, between the characters, can go either way. It's just sort of, you know, who gets the first hit, who gets their momentum going, because they're both really heavily momentum-based characters.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw in that first round too that Tswagg definitely was in control, right? Like, Animefreak got pushed into the corner, and then all it took was that one escape opportunity, and then Animefreak ran away with it and closed that out.
Yeah, this is just so much fun to watch. I just love watching Guilty Gear. It's like, there's always something cool to talk about, and just the way that these characters, I mean, honestly, for a release game that hasn't been patched really yet, except with the exception of Goldlow's coming into the game, there are so much back and forth between these characters, and there's even characters who don't have the best buttons still have a lot of viability.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We just saw Faust in a top 8, a weekend or two ago? So folks would say that would never happen, and we got to see that live. So there you
go. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. There's so much viability. Yes, there are characters that do have better buttons. And that's going to be, no matter what fighting game you're playing, that's the thing. But it's cool to see a game where people can be like, even a brand new fighting game player can be like, that character looks cool. I'm going to try and learn them. And they're accessible, but also their skill ceiling has a lot of growth to reach. And we can see all of this development, and then people bringing all the new ideas. It just makes me so happy.
Well, another thing that also makes me happy is that glorious Matcherino sitting at $9 right now. If you hit that exclamation point Matcherino and click that glorious contribute button right there, just log in, click the button, adds that free 50 cents to the pot for you there. It helps out the players and the staff as well, especially too. It looks great for Matcherino there. You have those quests on the side that are just easy now too. Nice little click options there. If you haven't done them already, it still contributes more free money to the pot. It's in a nice little dark mode as well. Nice little upgrades to Matcherino. Thank you so much, Matcherino, for keeping us going strong in the pandemic for the fighting game community.
For sure. Matcherino has done so much for so many different tournaments. Like, shout outs to them, because they do make it really easy. Usually when I see the Matcherino come up, I'm like, oh, I should go over there and donate my 50 cents. And it's just so easy. And they've done a fabulous job sustaining and maintaining our community. So thanks to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, if you've already donated that 50 cents, definitely tweet it out. Just put it out there. That social media presence does help. And, it also attracts additional viewers that can also use the code. Not everybody is, sitting here watching. We don't have 50 viewers quite yet. But once we get there, I expect we'll use every single one of those contribution codes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Actually, I'm claiming my code right now. I'm not going to lie. Got it, contributed, got my 50 cents in. I love it. They actually made it a lot easier for the claim code. I like that a lot.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
And also the new dark mode looks kind of sick.
Exactly. Smash GG, can we get a dark mode, please? Please. Oh, community dark mode, I hear. Okay. All right. Smash GG? Sure.
Let's do it.
All right, so you all know where you're at. You're at the Low Kick Esports channel here. And of course, if you haven't been going to Ignite, you've seen this Low Kick branding. Definitely check out kickit.store. They have a bunch of awesome apparel on the store page there. I'm probably going to pick up another hoodie from there because, goodness gracious, I just need to fill my closet with hoodies. And my fiance will get upset if I buy another one. But you know what? She doesn't have control of my credit card yet. No. So there, go check it out at kickit.store and buy this awesome apparel. It is actually really high quality apparel. That Midwest shirt they gave out last year at Arc Revo. So definitely.
Yeah, I wear that Midwest shirt all the time and it is the comfiest. And now I saw the sweatshirts and now I need one in my life too. So on next Tuesday on the 17th, them's fighting herds during this time slot. And you can catch that here at Low Kick Esports on Twitch TV. And going to be at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And man, if you have not watched them's fighting herds, you're in for a treat. Like, you've got to tune in. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's been a really great time to watch that series, especially how combo heavy that game is. I've seen a lot of players jumping in on this one too. It's great to see another indie fighting game out there doing so well. Also has rollback as well. So what's to lose?
Nothing. And the characters are cute. Like, they're super cute. And who doesn't want to beat people in the face with ponies? Honestly.
Ponies, dragons, cows, you name it.
Llamas,
yeah. And of course, Guilty Gear Strive as well is going to be happening August 24th on Tuesday as well, 7:30 p.m. Central, once again right here on Low Kick Esports. So if you missed out on this bracket, you'll definitely be able to sign up on that next one as well. Those Smash GG links are up right now in the chat, so you can just kind of click those buttons there, log in. They're all listed. It's a whole month in advance. You have plenty of time. Plan your day out. Be an adult and plan your day out.
Be an adult and plan your day. Quote of the night. Yeah, but and this one, I know. Look, Low Kick definitely got me hooked on Battle for the Grid a couple years ago, and on the 31st. There will be a Battle for the Grid, again, another Tuesday. You can sign up on Smash GG. And this one, another one with rollback, but also has crossplay.
Absolutely. I've also got this game on Xbox, on Steam. It's a fantastic game. They added Ryu and Chun-Li to this game. And if you're missing that little itch for like that Marvel-esque tag fighter, if you're not playing Dragon Ball FighterZ right now, I know they got this fresh update and it looks fantastic and I can't wait to get my hands on it. But Power Rangers Battle for the Grid also has some fantastic throwbacks as well, especially if you've been a fan of the Power Rangers series, or if you're just into the Sentai style of TV shows. One day we'll get a Kamen Rider crossover, maybe. That's the hope.
Yeah, so Power Rangers was definitely like, that was one of the first big TV shows I got into as a kid. And driving up to Frosty at the beginning of 2020, one of my Marvel friends was like, hey, have you ever heard of Battle for the Grid? And definitely like the car had it downloaded and we were learning combos on the way up. And it's actually been one of like my favorite games just to like grab and pick up because it is so satisfying to play.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Like day one, I picked it up on Xbox and just sat there and labbed out combos, like learned any TOD that I could. I was definitely a cat player, so I was messing around with that, trying to get the early day one TODs. Oh, how could I forget Michigan Masters Power Podare tournament? That was a good time too.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Amadeus, thank you so much for the raid.
Let's go.
Bring the people. What's good? Amadeus is really cool Guilty Gear player. Also, I own one of his fabulous Fit FGC shirts, so shout out to Amadeus.
Well, Amadeus, thank you so much for coming at a perfect time because we are going to let you know about these FGC meetups at Ignite. I believe this is Ignite Skokie as well, too. So you'll check it out. August 6th has already happened. So on the 13th, that's this upcoming Friday, Guilty Gear Soul Calibur 6, Street Fighter 5. And on the 20th, Guilty Gear, of course, Granblue Fantasy Versus, and Dragon Ball FighterZ. So get brushed up on those new notes. That show was something spectacular. I mean, Adult Gohan is back. What more could you want, right?
Yeah, I'm sad about Goku Black, but continue.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, they didn't buff Krillin. You know, I'm still hurt. But on the 27th, though, you can come back for some Samurai Showdown. I know we've all been missing that one there. I know the folks at Run and Rumble have. And then Street Fighter 5 alongside Guilty Gear as well. So a whole month of events, both online and offline. You have no excuse to not plan out your month if you haven't already. So take the time, take the screenshot, and start planning it out. Because these do cap as well, too. But what is a cap is the Square Up.
Yeah, so Square Up, Sunday, August 22nd. So that's coming up in, like 2 weeks? So gonna be Mortal Kombat 11 and Guilty Gear. Doors open at 5 p.m. Central. So in person, if you want to get your fight on, you better show up.
Yeah, so make sure, of course, you're all going to be vaccinated. Have your mask as well. So make sure you got those cards on deck to show at the door. It'll be at that Mid Lane Esports. Hosted by Low Kick Esports as well. This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Another opportunity to play some Mortal Kombat 11 and Guilty Gear.
And it's nice too, like, stay safe, but play video games.
Right.
And then, oh man, this I am so excited about. The Low Kick Roundhouse is going to be October 23rd and 24th. All the big Chicago houses. All the big ones.
This is the one. This is the one.
Like, this is... I don't live that far from Chicago. It's a drive, but I'm ready. Because this is going to be like all the Guilty players, all the Marvel players, like every single Chicago big name, that like it's all going to be there and in person.
Absolutely. It's one that I'm definitely planning for to head on down because each and every one of these I've at least seen, participated in, or commentated for. So I definitely want to be there in a one-stop shop to say thank you to everybody that has been running these tournaments through the pandemic and also hosting this event as well. Looking forward to seeing you all there. I mean, you can take some guesses as to what games you're going to see there, right? They haven't revealed like an official game list yet, but we know we got some guesses, right? We're probably going to see Grand Blue. I would be surprised if there isn't Tekken there. We're probably going to see some Marvel we're probably going to see some Guilty Gear, and we're probably going to see some of that Power Rangers. But that'll be for another time, because right now we have your next match up on deck. It's Flowerman up against the PizzaSlut.
These names, yo. I mean, I'm here for it, but Flowerman, just Midwest name, like, you know him.
Right.
You've known him for Grand Blue, you know him for Blaze Blue, you know him for Guilty Gear, and is always going to bring some kind of super exciting gameplay. So, into Amelia into Kai. I'm excited for this because I'm now a Kai player, and I feel like Kai has some advantages here, but if Amelia gets her game going like that with a whiff TP, Kai's gonna be in some trouble.
Absolutely, I can definitely agree here. It's gonna be about PizzaSlut Kai really making these connections here to lock down Amelia here, and that's going to be easier said than done. But of course, Kai has these long-range normals here. Of course, being able to put Amelia in shock state is going to help a little bit as well, too. Okay, we're doing some high P. Please get off of me. It's a little bit of a panic, but this purple RC will connect. Carry to the corner and shatter. Flowerman is going to be all over the board here, crossing up Kai here, making things difficult for these long-range buttons to connect.
Yeah, so Kai's advantages are that like mid to long range buttons that he has where he has those counters, but as you pointed out, that just that little punch to get some spacing it's important to his game plan. Unfortunately, Milio came in, nice throw, puts her in shock state. What a counter though. He was trying to do the Fujirak to get a knockdown and get another counter hit, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, really unfortunate, especially since it was shock state too, so if that was blocked, it was going to be a safer Fujirak there. Okay, nice run up with the 5K. Let's see. Okay, good air-to-air. Challenging the jump P with a slash, and it doesn't even matter how fast you were trying to run up. Lilia has the hair to keep you away.
So with Kai, he definitely has a range he wants to play in, unless he gets a counter hit and then he can play a little bit closer. And Milia, if she gets in, that's not the range Kai wants you at. Kai's like, no, bad touch, go away.
Yep, exactly. You have that one option, the one ace up your sleeve, and that's a DP, but even then, you have to make sure you're DPing on the right side. You have your timing to worry about, especially with this ring pressure here. Nice cross-up first to get that corner opportunity. But
oh, I love the air movement from Flowerman. They're so confusing. Like, you just have to watch.
I think that's so key for Milia, right? Because you're really trying to force your opponent to make mistakes, to expect it to go one direction, and then you open up from another way. Oh, wow! Jumping over overdrive and punishing the favorite thrust.
That was... The thing, you know, Milia rounds are really fast, too, and if you get hit, you can't make a mistake. You really, really can't.
Right.
And I love using her little Beyblade throw. Everybody's got a Beyblade in here. Just to, you know, maintain the spacing and the pressure, because then Kai can hit a button. Really nice counter hit though. RC all the way to the corner. Oh, and that whiff DP, that's the thing with Kai, is yes, he's got a DP, but you have to choose. If you do the slash version, it's so stumpy.
Oh no, I think we're really trying to reach for it here. It does connect, so that's a fortunate read for PizzaSlut here. Dust does connect. Hold on a second here. First, let's get blocked. Yeah. Oh my God! Wait a minute.
Yeah, hold on. This is intense. Now you did choose the. Oh, just throw him. Nicely done. What a comeback there from PizzaSlut.
Absolutely insane. Knew for a fact that Flowerman was going to burst in the dust combo here. 6-piece startup for Flowerman here. Good read on the burst from Flower here. Trying to keep this corner. There we go. It's up again. Dust. Gotta remember, 2K into Dust for Milia here. Wall shatter on the way. Not spending the meter. Okay, interesting. Probably expected the disc to hit.
Yeah, I think that was probably what he expected and just didn't get it. So unfortunately for Flowerman, Kai gets another little chance at life. But with this back and forth that Flowerman's able to do, because of those slow slash heavy slash buttons from Kai, just really able to take advantage because Kai doesn't know what side she's on.
Right. Yeah, it's really tough here. And we're starting to see some of this BB tag flair come from Flowerman, right? Just the speed at which Flower is playing right now. It's absolutely insane. Dragon install from Kai here, and unfortunately not going to cause any much of a comeback here. Flower taking it 2-0 over Pizza.
Yeah, that was honestly, it was pretty clean.
Yeah,
and a lot of that clean up, if you will, really came from some of those whiff DPs, because so pointed out that the slash version, it's pretty vertical, honestly. There's not a lot of horizontal movement to it. It's just right there. But then with the heavy slash version, even though there is some more forward momentum with that, you have to be really careful because it's extremely punishable.
exactly.
And it doesn't really go as far as most Kai players would want it to go. Because sometimes you're like, oh, I got this. This is a perfect DP opportunity. And then you're like, well, guess I'll die.
Yeah, you know, this is a game in which if you take a big risk, you better make sure it pays off, because you're going to get punished hard for it. And, you know, one mistake can really cost you.
And I think that's just a recurring theme in this game, is like, because of the way that the counter hit system works in this edition of Guilty Gear, if you make a mistake, there's a distinct possibility that a half to either 3/4 of your life is gone, and you're just riding the struggle bus because it's so momentum heavy.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's tough. Like, I'm really trying to think here, like, what Kai could have really done in that matchup too, to really kind of keep Millie at bay. And with the movement that that Flower was doing, I mean, it's tough to say, yeah, let's throw out a 6P, you know, the meme of Twitter here, but even still, like, 5P might have interrupted some of these cross-ups. I mean, 2HS would have been like a really strong committance against the cross-up situation as well, too. It'd be interesting. Flowerman back at it, though, going in for a mirror match.
Ooh, now this is something I'm really interested to see, because melee mirrors are not something that we see terribly often.
Not at all. And I guarantee it's going to be about who gets the first knockdown. And already Flowerman taking to the skies here.
Yeah, Flowerman, in most of the games that he plays, is really known for his air movement. I mean, he plays a lot of Hilda, plays a lot of 9 and tag. So definitely going to see a lot of that, and is able to control that space really well. So let's see what Mop can bring to this.
Wow. Dash up, probably expecting a throw to come out, maybe? I wonder. A little bit of an open up there for Mop, but A-okay with the burst. Carry.
Yeah, so now just pressuring in the corner, throwing out that disc, just seeing what he can get. There's enough. I was gonna say there's enough for an RC, but instead just decides to use the super to break the wall, get that extra damage, which honestly, that was a lot of damage.
Yeah, a lot of damage. Got the hard knockdown for sure for an Oki opportunity here, but Mop still finding a way to turn it around. Hair card doesn't connect. And that's unfortunate, because if it did, it would have set up a nice situation here for Mop. Flowerman lucked out in that one.
Yeah, really did. And I love when you see like how many moves after the kill were already input. Like, they were ready. So Mop starting this one off with a lot of corner pressure. So actually very similar to pressure to what Flowerman was bringing the last round. Bad move. Let's see. Wall shatter. Doesn't have enough meter for super for that little extra damage, but honestly, Flowerman's hurting right now.
Absolutely. Of course, you know, Milia, one of those characters with really low health. Oh, wow, jump slash. It's a big opportunity for Flower.
That is one thing. Flowerman is not out until he is down.
Yeah.
Like, and look at this. Look at the way that he's able to take all of that life back now. I thought that.
The idea.
I do too. I really love the idea of that, and just the fast movement RCs again, a little bit of a drift into it. Oh, misses the low, but it doesn't matter. The overhead hits. One hit will kill.
I mean, 6P Flowerman moving like a madman out here.
Yeah, like, did you know 6P is a good button?
You know, I've heard in some spaces that yes, it might be a good button.
Yeah, 6P is a good button. It counters a lot of things. Like, to be fair, 6P counters a lot of things.
It is really good.
It's a really good button. And that won it for him right there. So let's So Flowerman up again, just feeling that momentum. And I feel like in a normal situation, be like, man, Mop is really getting their feet under him. It's like, let's see.
Yeah, you know, like I was saying earlier, Milia, one of those low health characters, it could turn around in an instant. Just like this right here has the meter for the super. Let's get this hard knockdown and see what the Oki is in the next area of the stage. Ooh, goes for cross-up. Good awareness, though, from Mop to catch the low.
Yeah, very good awareness. And, all right, setting up the disc again. YRC just to reset the pressure. Goes for the grab. Does this work?
This is good. Good backdash, though. Nice RC to keep it safe.
Yeah. Oh, no. Unfortunate burst. Sometimes you just are feeling the pressure and you're like, oh, I gotta burst right now. And it's like, no, you're gonna die.
Oh, think twice. Oh, okay. Yep, got away without getting punished. Unfortunately, though, it might look different because Mott still got hit for a grip of damage here. Gonna get carried to that corner and swap the side again. Flowerman in control.
Just so calm, and even though this playstyle seems almost frenetic, just always in control, even when he's being hit. Because look at, like, yeah, great burst, resets the pressure, triple air dash, and good lord. Sheesh.
Yeah, the perfect right there. Yeah, that's it right there. Enough said. No commentary needed. We're done. All right, see everyone later.
Pack it up. We're done. I mean, that was just watching that at the very end was like, what's Flowerman gonna do? And then there was the jump, the air dash, the extra little jump in the middle to get all the way to the other side. And then because the dash movement had reset the number of air movements that Flowerman had done, he had one extra move left to do that hit. That was such micromanagement.
Right, and you know what? It's a lot of times too, previous games do build up a knowledge into future games as well. You know, we talk about fighting game fundamentals, and there are some aspects of other games that do carry over. And I'm really curious to how much BB tag knowledge really carries over into this game. I mean, like we said, Flower plays Grand Blue, BB tag, and also Under Night as well, playing Hilda in that game too. So it's like, there's information you could take from each of those games, and while not every single mechanic matches over from game to game, but there's some tips that you could take into additional games. And I feel like the movement and speed is definitely something that really comes from BB Tag, because if you've never watched BB Tag, I strongly encourage you to watch that game, because one, it's wild to watch, and two, there's so much management that has to be done. You're worried about which assist is being pulled out, how you're going to sandwich your opponent in for a combo, and at which times you decide to tag out and swap to the other character when you have them pulled out on screen at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that you bring that up because I'm back and forth between tag commentary and then Strive commentary, and just seeing players who are cross game and the mechanics that they're able to bring in, like not just the mechanics but the fundamentals, right. They really do help. I mean, sometimes there's that, oh god, I am pressing heavy slash instead of partner, if you have the macro to the same thing like I do, which is a problem when you're going back and forth between the games. But just for example, the accuracy at which you have to quarter circle and DP in this game, in Strive, really cleans up your inputs for cross tag, which is a little bit looser with their inputs. And then you have that really speedy air movement that you're talking about that Flowerman excels at and is known for, and can take that, and not every character in Strive has that, but Milia does, and he's able to just shape that character into the way that Flowerman plays the best.
Exactly. Yeah, it's really cool to see the growth of Flowerman in Strive, because Flowerman did initially start with Anji, and then ended up swapping over to Milia. And honestly, it does seem like Milia was a good pick to swap over, because we saw a lot of great strike throw opportunities from Anji here when Flower was playing Anji. But like now, right. I feel like Flower has kind of found a home in Milia at the rate of speed and set play that he could really enforce on his opponents with Milia in this game. So great stuff to see the growth there.
It's so fun to see players who are just growing into their characters, and their characters are, they're becoming the people that you want to go, oh, Flowerman's streaming or XYZ is streaming. I'm going to go there to watch them play that character because I know I'm going to learn something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely agree too. Like it's really fascinating to see that like you can reference a plethora of players too when it comes to Guilty Gear, because there are so many varying styles of player. I mean, we saw it kind of proves against my point here when we saw the two Nagoriyuki players have the exact same game plan a few times there in their set. But you look at Trevor's Nagoriyuki up against other Nagoriyukis as well that'll kind of sit around in like a level 2 situation, whereas Trevor is like that more passive Nagoriyuki player that sits in the corner when really pressured by an opponent, finding those openings. It's great to have that opportunity to kind of look at various characters here. So we're going to get Trevor back up one more time to see how he's going to handle Animefreak and this chip.
I'm fascinated to see how this goes because, as you were mentioning, Trev's Nago is much more aggressive and faster than the other Nagos that we have seen. So against Chip, who can get an advantage, I'm curious. But right now, Trev is just exerting power.
Right, absolutely. It's a good start here. We're going to see this patience play come out too. Trevor able to flip the script whenever necessary. Level 2 is on deck, so plenty of opportunity for Trevor to really make things hurt. But Animefreak finding the jump 2K opening, trying to get this reversal here. We saw the alpha come out. It does connect. This will kill.
Oh! Yeah, so when Chip is an Alpha Blade, he's not invincible. And so that sword just caught him, and that was the end of that. But I will say that Animefreak did a really good job trying to come back with the health deficit that he was at. So let's see what adjustments he can make here. Trying to play a little bit closer, and then do what he did right there. Backdash to get out of Naga's range when necessary. Unfortunately did get caught, is all the way in the corner, turns into a log for his burst, and is now in another room.
Ooh, the slash gonna connect here. Carries to the corner, does get a shatter in return here. Animefreak getting the positive bonus. Trevor still floating with a nice, good amount of tension here.
I like that they're both in positive tension right now because that was just a really interesting meter situation. Ooh, Shuriken comes out, doesn't catch him, but comes Alpha Blade over.
Oh,
what patience from Animefreak though.
Yeah, has to FD here. Chips away. Okay, Alpha Blade does get blocked. Good defense from Trevor here. Does get caught in the 2S. Closes it out there. Excellent defense here for Trevor to close out that first game.
Oh, I was honestly holding my breath for that blast part.
I actually was too for a little bit. I'm like, please?
Yeah, well, Animefreak has to work so hard for everything that he gets. And when he does like this, it really pays off. But, Nago has a lot of health to sort of cut through for Chip. I like the use of that multi-hit jump there, try and, catch Trev doing something. But I feel like right now, he's getting little paper cuts. Just get dunked. Now it's his turn to be in the corner.
Now I can be oppressive here with the close slash. Nice block on the burst here. This will be a shatter. And a kill, excuse me. That level 2 came up out of nowhere too. So like that was some additional damage there for Trevor here to close it out.
Yeah, and like Trevor took Animefreak from full to empty in 2 combos. And that's the thing with this game. You can do a lot of damage, but who's going to get the most damage in the least amount of hits?
Yep, exactly. And we saw there too. Once again, Trevor getting that reversal here off of overdrive. It is going to get blocked though.
Okay. Yeah, I like the use of the meter there. Get the extra damage. The otter comes out, which is my favorite thing. And Shatter now in that positive meter gain puts Nago. Ooh, another wall combo? Nope, gets burst out.
See how we make use of this meter. Doesn't block the Alpha Blade.
No, Nice overhead into the low. That was actually a really good use of the stage, honestly, for the backdash and just creating that high-low pressure. There it is again. I love that jump into the low. It's really nice. Forces Nago to block differently.
Oh no, trying to bait out that burst a little bit there, and instead Gold Burst came out. Animefreak does have plenty to work with. There is Trevor's burst.
So we are burstless. Ooh. What a counter hit.
Wow.
Yeah, another. Jeez, just do it again.
YRC too far away. That is not an okay decision to do in that situation. The range on Nagoriyuki is deceptively long here. 2-0 for Trevward here in this top 8.
Yeah, I mean, Animefreak put up a really good fight.
Oh yeah.
But you're right. The range on Nago is so deceptively long. And look at this. Just look at that range. Look at him living on the tip of that sword in this replay here. And the counter again. Those hits just do so much. And that YRC, I get why I tried to do it just to create the space, but unfortunately wasn't close enough to get the stagger on it.
Yeah, exactly there. And also too, again, we saw the blood gauge just slowly rising. We had a couple dashes there. So Trevor knew how to balance that resource there to get the additional edge, especially on those counter hits too. You know, when you recognize how little health that chip has and how much further away you really are away from closing out that match, Trevor knew that they were in control of the round. And didn't want to let that opportunity happen for Animefreak to escape, because once you did, it was again going to be an uphill battle. But Trevor was not afraid to sit back and relax for a little bit and let Animefreak make those mistakes in those corner situations there, because Trevor was really confident in defense. Honestly, just a wall of iron, if you will, in the corner.
Yeah, I like that that's what you highlighted, that he was willing to let Animefreak make those mistakes, because it's really what it was. Because Trevor wasn't willing to put himself in a position where he was the one making those mistakes, because as Nago, if you do, like if you happen to go into blood stance in a place where you don't want to, I mean, you are in huge trouble. And he just was very confident in that blocking, in that waiting game, and could see those split-second opportunities, because they really are split seconds with Chip, and was like, okay, this is where you hang yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially too, like Nagoriyuki's super slow buttons. Like you have to find those opportunities. You have to find those openings as well too, because if, you know, with Chip being as fast as he is, like it's too easy to get caught up in, like, sure, I got this massive sword swing that's going to take up half the screen, but if you make that wrong read, it's over, right? Like that, you know, those big risks have big consequences.
Yeah, they do. Big risks do have big consequences, and sometimes they pay off and it's a great payout, and sometimes you just die.
Yes.
Like you sit there and you're in the move, and I mean, heaven forbid it's one of those really long super animations that you have to watch and go, yep, this was a mistake, and now I have to sit here and pay for it in glorious HD.
Yeah, you know, Guilty Gear does not pull any punches whenever you make a mistake. They put it in bold for you. Impact font, in fact, lets you know, counter every single time you've made a mistake in Dolby Atmos, as Dynamite would say.
It really is, though. I mean, it is a huge, huge impact. And speaking of huge impact, our Matcherino is up at $42.
Yeah, so, that is a huge impact.
Like, that's awesome. Thank you for supporting and going on those, you know, sponsor quests, coupons, direct contributions, the whole nine. I mean, we appreciate it. It helps, you know, go in the players, but also fund our great homies over at Low Kick, who are doing an awesome job putting on events like this online and in person on Fridays. For I mean, not just August, but also, you know, many other months.
Yeah. What, we've hit almost the well, for sure over a 1 year mark. It was, I almost got it mixed up because Road and Rumble hit their 2-year anniversary just the other day. So
holy moly.
Yeah. It's been, time has flown, and Low Kick definitely has a format here that they've got pretty well down pat. and all the players are doing a tremendous job here. It looks like we're probably going to get that next matchup here. I want to say it's going to be Flower and SethSeries. I could be wrong because I think I see... No, I do see Milia. Okay, so I was going to say I think I see Ramlethal here, but no, that's definitely Milia.
Yeah, I'm like, no, that's Milia. Yeah, we haven't seen a Ram in a bit,
No.
so... Which is... You know, a lot of people on release were like, man, Ram, she's the one, and haven't seen as much of her lately. I mean, I'm glad to see resurgence of characters that I wasn't resurgence. That seems like this game's been out forever. But surgence of characters that I wasn't expecting to see as many of. Like, I'm so excited to see Milia's, and yay for Kai! Because it's just nice to see that character diversity in different top 8s, and we have been seeing a lot of character diversity across lots of different tournaments, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Axel has definitely been one of those characters on the rise. The onslaught of May seems to be settling down a smidge. Talk to the West Coast about that one, though, because they might have a different story for you. But at least out here in the Midwest, we're doing okay with a nice little character variety. And you're right, I haven't seen as much Ramlethal lately. I mean, SQ, of course, she's been tearing it up with Ramlethal in NLBCs, but also, like, Soul has definitely been, like, a staple character as well. And otherwise, throughout the rest of the cast, we've had a pretty decent variety of characters out there, so it's really cool to see.
It is. It's nice just because not only when you're watching does it, create a lot of different interests, but when you're playing against those characters, you get the opportunity to learn to play against those characters, because in Guilty Gear, character matchup specific to the character that you're playing is so important. Just because you need to know, what range do I need to play at? What moves do I know are safe? If I'm going back to Kai, because I know his buttons really well. If I'm Kai playing into, say, Nago, I know I want to use more fireballs, keep him in shock state safely, and then when I get an opportunity, like, let him hang himself, kind of like what we were talking about, know when to go in, versus when I'm playing against Chip, where it's like, okay, now I can need to use more of my fast buttons, more punches and kicks, so that I can establish my pressure before I go into that. And it's really interesting the way that dynamic happens, but all of that happens in a split second.
Absolutely. And I say a lot too on other streams that not only is it just character dynamic, but also like player dynamic as well, because player tendencies are like such a crucial part about how these characters play. Because even earlier we saw Flowerman playing Amelia Mira against Mop and play a very different Milia. The same thing with SethSeries though early on in this bracket too, playing the Noriyuki Mira. So here we go. Milia up against Noriyuki, Flowerman, SethSeries.
So I like the way Flower opened that, just neutral jumps all over the place, trying to see, are you going to hit a button? Because he was ready to go in, but didn't. Nice blocking there from Nago. Good counter hit. Just used the beginning of that opening of the disc where it wasn't active to take that counter.
Yeah, really good 6P here from SethSeries here. Really knowledgeable though. Wow, Bloodsucking Universe already in this corner situation. You're keeping Milia on the ground. Definitely take advantage of this situation here. Let's go, SethSeries.
Yeah, just great. Again, that is character knowledge. That's character knowledge and actually player knowledge too, because you kind of got Flowerman on read here.
Wow. Yeah, literally just sat there and waited. Didn't even move. Flowerman was the one that was making all the movements there. Sat back and let rip a heavy slash. Nice 6P again.
Yeah, okay. Nice counter. A little bit of life here from Flowerman. Nice low to mix up the pressure, gets a counter hit, and now has SethSeries all the way in the corner. I like the check with the jab there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're more at a little neutral situation here.
Oh no, the last hit. Probably expecting another Bloodsucking Universe. Does get a counter hit, but unfortunately going to get burst right into the corner. Yellow RC does connect. Nice low. One more mix will do it, and does get it. Flowerman takes that round.
That was nice. I mean, I liked that Flowerman is used to being put in high pressure situations, so was able to recover from that really oppressive first round, and now look, how the turntables.
Yeah, we're spinning these discs out here. I don't know what kind of song is going to be on it, but I tell you what, Milia has a whole album set for this play in the corner here. Nice wall splat, not going to kill quite yet. Guts does kick in from Nagoriyuki here. And there we go. Neo Celeste gaming Flowerman with the perfect in the first game.
That was, I mean, I was gonna say that was clean, but like, yeah, it was clean. It was perfect. Come on. Really, really well done there. I mean, I think what was cool to me in that last round was the setup with that disc, the way that Flowerman set it up so differently with like throwing it, because Nago was taking advantage of the startup of it, and then she jumped over and did a way faster move to just catch him out. Kind of like that, but the low there to mix it up, so smart.
No, yeah, I'm definitely glad you pointed that out there, because Flowerman did make these adjustments on those discs there. The run-up disc, and it looked like it hit on the other side too. I mean, seriously, being able to maintain control like this, even calling out a blood situation here for SethSeries, that's a lot of trouble there. And Flowerman is poised to continue on in this bracket here.
Right, like, oh, I love that fast air movement. Wait for him to make a move. Wait for him to run forward when he's not blocking. And there, more dashes. Yeah, this disc pressure, it is, I'm feeling it, because that is awesome right now. And that's what's winning in these rounds. Ooh.
Absolutely. Oh, nice! Blue RC to recognize the blood-sucking universe coming out there. Good throw here from Flowerman, maintaining control. Unburstable, that's unfortunate here. Gonna get this wall shatter and close it out with the super for style, because you know Flowerman is all about the style. Neo Celeste Gaming Flowerman does move on in this top 8.
Slick. Just clean gameplay. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, where are we at? No. Oh.
They hit rematch so fast.
They were ready to fight. I was like, wait.
I understand how quickly that went, but you have to understand, SethSeries, you did take this L. You do have to hold it.
Yeah. My friend, you have to hold that. I like how Flowerman knows too, and he's just letting him kill him.
Good awareness.
I do like the burst though. You're not gonna get another perfect.
Well, it's not the last time we'll see SethSeries. SethSeries will be on the losers bracket. We'll be going up against Tswagg in this top 8 here.
Failed to rematch. No. It's time to go, friend. It's time to leave.
This was fun, but we have things to do tonight.
And it is not to fight this again at this current time. There could be a rematch. You know, I never know.
You know, that's hopeful here. So we'll see how that works out, SethSeries. Definitely no slouch here, but it's not going to be an easy order in this side of the bracket here. So that does mean that Flowerman will go up against Trevward in the winners finals. That'll be a first of 3. So there you go there.
Yeah, and actually that's one that I am really interested to see, because Flowerman's been he's been doing a great job against these characters that are faster, like the Melia and the Kai, and then but sort of took names with Nago as well, and Trev playing one of those faster Nagos? How's that going to come into play? Like, that I think is going to be exciting to watch, just the adjustments that Flowerman's going to need to make.
Yeah, I absolutely agree here. It's going to be really interesting to see how Flowerman will crack the defense that is Trevward, or will Trevward just immediately explode at round start and gain corner control? So it'll be really cool to see.
Just thinking about it, I'm like, ooh, that's a thing. Like, the corner pressure situation is something that Trev just really excels at, and we've seen that of all the times that he's spent on stream so far. And Flowerman's really slippery, like, and can all of a sudden jump out of the corner, and all of a sudden you're in that corner situation. So thinking about the back and forth that's going to occur, and like just the whole thing, I'm excited for that. But looking at where we are in the bracket right now, which you can also at home follow along with the bracket, type !bracket in chat and you can find it. And so we have there Flowerman and Trevward sitting in the winners finals, which we're just talking about. In the losers side of things, just so you know, Tswagg did take it against K-Dog, and so Tswagg is now facing SethSeries. And I was looking at a different monitor, so I didn't see who's playing.
It is SethSeries and Tswagg.
Nice! It's that match! Sweet!
Yeah, nice slide up slash to interrupt the Nagoriyuki. Good throw from Tswagg here. Let's carry you to the corner once more. 5K run, throw, let's go. The strike throw mix does begin. And this is going to be tough here if you're Nagoriyuki because you add those slower buttons, right? And Giovanna is just so fast. Full extension, knockdown here. Off the dust. Okay.
Yeah, trying to get something, yeah. Man, this song's a banger. Yeah, the way that... yeah, just grab him. Do it again. Throw my guy. And so the way that Tswagg was able to just control all of that and is being... I feel like Tswagg is in control of SethSeries meter right now, honestly.
Yeah, especially forcing out a lot of these faultless defense situations there because you want that space on Giovanna. Just to get out of that corner, especially with how slow some of these buttons are. You want to have that safety with your slashes. Oh no, Blood Rage is activated here. Able to block in time. Good RC.
Oh! See, and that's what you don't want to happen when you go into Blood Rage. Like, you lose your opportunity sometimes, and then not only are you being hit, you are actively losing your life.
Yeah. Nice. Bloodsucking Universe connects. Burst out of that corner. 2H does not get blocked, though. Okay, Tswagg kind of caught here, trying to find the neutral position. Oh, the burst does whiff entirely. Good stuff for Tswagg.
Yeah, it was questionable, but honestly, you know, Tswagg able to take advantage of all of this. Oh, no. Gets the wall shatter. Now in a really good spot, but you know, Seth does have he's got a full tension meter.
Gotta watch out, that blood meter is rising quickly. I'm not sure if this kills. This will be close. Yeah, it doesn't kill. Do we block?
Ooh, was he hitting a button? He was not. What a... I liked though that Tswagg was too far away to really like actively punish that, but still gets a counter hit because Seth was swinging.
Yeah, I mean, it's super negative once that gets blocked here from Nagoriyuki. Wow, the close slash, keeping plus into 2S.
These grabs are doing wonders for Tswagg as he does it again. Commentator's blessing. Gets the wall shattered, uses the super for the extra damage. You know, not going to kill just because it doesn't do a ton of damage anyway, but Seth has got to make a decision, and there wasn't one, so that's a great opportunity for a grab. Good job, Tswagg.
The decision would have been, if anything, risk it for the biscuit and get that reversal overdrive, or go for a 6P in that situation and gain some space. Either way, though, that would have been a hard read to do for SethSeries, and unfortunately, that is going to be it for SethSeries here. There we go, that corner situation there, that last chance opportunity for SethSeries here. What's the decision going to be? Because we have to dash up 5K right into throw, and before you know it, the round's done.
Right. Just, that's it. It's over. That's all you get. I'm so glad that we got to see Tswagg play against a character like Nago, because before when we saw Tswagg, it was against Animefreak, who was playing Chip. And in that particular matchup, we were talking about how Tswagg was just never able to make... They didn't have the opportunities to make any decisions because Animefreak was just like, I am Chip. It's not your turn. Right. But this time we got to see so much more that Tswagg was capable of with a fast character like Geo. I loved all the throws, just call out the block.
Yeah, absolutely. In this matchup, Tswagg definitely had the offense in their favor, especially too, like, he did an excellent job with the strike throw mix, really kept SethSeries guessing, and didn't really give too much opportunity, like took advantage of forcing a faultless defense, like you were saying there too, to control that meter situation, to not allow any of those reversal opportunities for SethSeries in the corner. And that's really important here, especially to the recognition to get cross-ups really quickly using your Roman cancel drifts as well. Giovanna has some really nasty stuff when it comes off of Roman canceling it. It really paid off here in this Nagoriyuki set.
It did. It definitely did. Geez, it's really cool. that's one of the things that's so fun about being able to commentate entire brackets is you see the different matches that these people have played, and then when they get to really show off what their character can do and what they can do with the character and be like, yeah, I kind of got wiped in that first one, but no, here's my time. Here's what I can do. And it's great to be able to see that. So shout outs to Tswagg for, holding it down in the losers bracket, so that we could see them play and see what they're really capable of.
Absolutely. Tswagg, the boy wonder, able to make another top 8 appearance in a Chicago local, once again online as well too. Looking forward to seeing more of that Giovanna play and hopefully getting that run back against Animefreak. We'll see if there's any additional information that perhaps Tswagg gained from that set to really try to lock down this chip play. In the meantime, though, we still have a few matches in this losers side of the bracket until that showdown can happen in the losers semis. Kebby and Pluto are still going up against each other in the losers side, and the winner of those two will go up against Animefreak, and that will decide who gets to go up against Tswagg. And of course, in winners finals, as we know, it's Flowerman and Trevward out here, and I do see Trevward out here ready with Nagoriyuki.
Yeah, I am hype. Like, I need to remember to breathe because I feel like this is going to be one of those ones where it's hold your breath and don't blink. Just because of the speed at which both of these players make decisions. Like, keep your eyes open because the snap decision making is going to be crucial.
Yeah, it's geez. Like, I'm thinking about the speed in which that Flower is going to be playing in that matchup here, and of course, Trevor is not afraid to sit there and block all day if he has to find that opening. We've seen it time and time again in these sets, and we've seen it in brackets before too. The evolution of Trevor has really been interesting to see when it comes to Nagoriyuki, because it was initially just a really patient and passive Nagoriyuki. Now we're really seeing a lot of this aggression here as well. I'm not just talking about this bracket here tonight, folks. I'm talking like over time. That Nagoriyuki play has really evolved to start out really aggressive, build up to that level 2 position, and then depending upon how the opponent is playing, if they're getting a little too aggressive here, all right, we'll back off, let you burn those resources. I still have blood meter here to make it hurt. And then with Flowerman's evolution as well, really trying to get this mix-up working here, especially falling back into some of those tendencies from BB Tag as well to really get a lot of cross-up opportunities. I think Flower has really found their home here, and it's going to be an interesting slobber knocker for sure.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and jump into it. You bring up a really interesting point that I want to just briefly touch on before we get into this, but you said Flowerman setting up the situations. Because he's so used to having that partner in tag, I feel like Milia helps with that disc just because he can set up a sandwich situation that he's really familiar with. So I wonder how much of that sandwich practice in that game is transferring to the Milia play. I'm interested to see that, and I'm going to definitely going to pay closer attention to how he's using it this time.
Yeah, that's interesting. You look at it that way, because I never would have thought of that. Like, the disc is essentially like what that quintessential partner in BB Tag, except it's just going to sit there with your assist in that one spot and lock down the opponent as though your assist would in BB Tag here. So here we go. That immediate offense from Trevor here, built up to level 2 right away. Knockdown, disc setup first.
Yeah, and so Trevor coming in, like, literally swinging, because that's what Naga does, but not showing any of that passiveness that the Nagas that Flowerman played previously showed. But Flowerman not put off, trying to maintain their spacing and what they want out of this matchup. There's a PRC to try and set up the sandwich. Was that a YRC? It was really fast.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Sometimes when a lot's going on, it's hard to check.
Because he definitely didn't have burst, that's for sure. So it was definitely that YRC there. And still going to get carried over to that corner. Nice wall splat.
So, geez, I really did look away for a second, and that air grab is nice. 6P gets him over the corner. Badman gets starting to get that wall shatter and gets him. Flowerman.
Bad Moon into another bad move there to open up from the skies here. Trevward's defense cracking a little bit in that corner situation here. I mean, it's really tough against Millia, especially how fast she can make these high-low mixes happen here. Nice Beyblade in. Close slash, trying to lessen this blood meter here by getting some of these heavy slashes in, and still run up. Close slash does get the connection here. Pat the blade for a good job. Well done.
Yeah, dominant round there from Trevward. But, you know, as dominating as that was, you know, Flowerman not put out, starting with their own aggression, did a little bit is already put back in this corner, and holy moly, just literally bleeding.
Yeah, okay. Finally make that approach here, the 2H. Does get a little bit of a punish there, but good recognition here from Flowerman about the resources available for Trevor. And now trying to find an opening without getting touched. It's not going to happen. Jump slash here from Trevor to take that first game.
I like the way that Trevward adjusted their gameplay to do more of the, you know, aerial sword motions to keep Flowerman on the ground, get him out of the space he likes to be in. That really was great there.
2H not going to reach in this situation here because the blood gauge isn't quite there yet.
Oh, we're backdashing too much. We were in danger for a little bit there. You have to be careful because that could put you in the negative state where you're actively losing tension, and that's just not something that you want in this game.
Yeah, no, definitely not, especially how long it's going to take to get that tension to build back up after that state as well. We're going to get a full carry over to the corner. Not a wall splat, though.
No, but does force Trevward to burn the burst, and it's pretty late in the round, so may not have that to the very end of the next round, depending on how this goes. RC into the corner, not a full shatter. Flowerman being very careful, doesn't want to be put in the same situation that they were before.
Yeah. Tries to keep the string airtight, gets the throw, and an overhead to close it out there. Forced to stand up, too, at the close slash after the throw.
You know, unfortunately, though, for Flowerman, that was long enough that Trevward basically has their burst back and is going to be able, well, yeah, right now is going to be able to burst out of any combo they don't want to. Gets gold burst, full tension. This is scary.
Yep, good anti-air, though. The confidence from Flowerman here right now. Oh, no, really good defense from Trevor there. Have to respect that.
Yeah. Gets hit by the edge of that activation. But with
oh my! Oh my! Brilliant move there for Flowerman to go for overdrive on the recovery of Blood Rage state. My goodness. And also the movement before you got anti-air from 2H while Trevor was in Blood Rage. That was really great stuff here from Flowerman, utilizing the aerial movement that Millia has.
You know, that was a choice, but in that moment it was the right choice.
Right.
Holy moly. I was like, you've got to be kidding, because if that whiffs, you're in huge trouble as Millia.
Yeah.
So now it's 1-1. This is exactly the kind of the match that I was hoping we would have here. Gets grabbed and setting up all of these great sandwich situations with the disc badminton, but then now Flowerman in the corner.
Yep, oh jeez, great cross-up block here. Trevor's defense, I can't say it enough. That is the, like, end-all be-all for Trevor here. Reversal overdrive does connect, though, not in the sweet spot, unfortunately.
No, ooh, counter. They're both in that kind of gut stage now. So seeing what they can do, I feel like they're both they're waiting to see what hit's gonna do what. Burst there keeps Millia safe.
Yeah, and this does not activate in time to connect. Oh, Gold Burst does get blocked. The slash, though, a little bit too far with the 5K attempt.
Yeah, this is tense. Ooh, what a low counter to start it, though. The Flowerman's not put off. Jumping around, trying to find their spacing. Air combo, the skinny carry Naga all the way to the corner. What a bad moon. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, no, a little bit too far for the throw. Got away scot-free, though. Hardly any damage, just a 2P punish. And this will definitely connect in the sweet spot.
A lot of damage here. Burst is maxed, but your burst blocked anyway, so I'm surprised that they didn't punish there as much as you would think. But now does get the opportunity to set up all the pressure that Flowerman wants.
Paying attention here, gets the knockdown, nice, catches the burst, has another disc setup opportunity, blocks the YRC, unsafe, and does wrap out the round with a burst available too in this third round.
Yeah, Flowerman definitely has the resource advantage right now. And I mean, we've highlighted Trevward's blocking, but holy moly, the blocking on Flowerman right now and the patience, which is usually not something that we see. They're really finding the openings, and Trevward forced to show off exquisite blocking, but unfortunately getting hit here.
URC into throw. Oh, and Bloodsucking Universe here wants to cool it off a little bit on the blood.
Yeah, and just like that, Milia is at the health disadvantage. Red RC to try and get some pressure, but YRC just these resets into neutral. Oh, get dunked.
Yep, the throw does come out after the faultless defense attempt there. Trevor going up on top, 2-1 here.
Yeah, but because this is winners finals, best of 5, not 3. So we are waiting. Let's see. So yeah, Trev, this is their round to get into grand finals if they can do it, but never count Flowerman out and what they can do. Early burst from Trevward though, feeling the pressure.
Yeah, definitely wants to keep that offense there in the corner situation. Beyblade in, does not connect for a block. Good challenge.
Low coming in. Bad Moon. Yeah, starting to get that wall break. Oh, I'm not sure what the reset was there. Oh, golly.
Just a really awkward position that a close slash didn't flip around in time.
Goes for the low. The mix-up with the disc that time was low, and now it's into the overhead and low. Now gets the side switch. Really nice change up there. Just trying to keep Trevward on his toes.
Trevward's, again, impenetrable fortress here. High risk gauge, though, so one touch, and that'll be an excessive amount of damage here. Burst.
Oh, so that the blue RC just gave Trevward the time to make the right choice. It does slow down enough. It really does seem like a long time when you're in there to make the decision that you want.
Okay, nice. Close slash shot, able to get a full extension after another disc setup.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, this nice anti-air is coming out for Trevward here. Controlling the whole space that he wants to be in. Shatter. Oh, but the... Oh, no.
All right, this is a big opportunity for Flowerman. Does catch the instant overhead here. Disc has to keep blocking the throw. One more chip will do it. The knockdown hit does connect and keeps Flowerman into the next round here.
We're going to have to highlight that again because that was crazy, but let's talk about this one. Oh, boy. That's a real momentum shift, but it doesn't seem like Trevward is thrown by it. Flowerman jumps out of the corner and now has Trevward in the corner. Maybe he is still kind of thinking about it because this is it's the first shatter that we've seen in a couple of rounds against him. Counter hit, full air carry. Are you going to break it again?
Oh no, could have saved it for super, and the positive didn't build up fast enough either to get that super. It's all right, just an easy knockdown here. More advantage available. Burst. Oh no.
Uh-oh, that burst was caught.
Yeah, okay. Did as much damage as we could, especially with the situation. Probably should have spent the super. Wow. Trevor does connect, though, with the Beyblade to let it rip 3-1 over Flowerman in the winners finals.
That whole set was just full of surprise after surprise. I know we said that we're like gonna have to remember to breathe, but at the end of that second round in that particular game, I was just like, my hands are on my mouth, I'm not breathing. Because that was crazy. The way that so Trevward had that whole, this one, I believe.
Yeah, it was into that blood rage right there, right? The double overhead, the big opportunity here. It was just like a slip of the situation where Trevward had control, should have closed out, had the shatter, but then forgot about the Blood Rage and it cost you that round there. Potentially could have cost you the match.
Right, like that is just, we talk a lot in fighting games about the management of resources. So yeah, he just lost track of that particular resource because this could have been huge, the wall shatter, but then he was like, oh, time to change. Yep. And that's Flowerman's opportunity to punish, and Flowerman took every advantage, and it really seemed like in that moment Trevward was really thrown because they had just lost in the moment that one particular resource, which, you know, you think, oh, how can you lose track of that resource? There's so much going on.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be really aware of so many different things while you're playing. And when you get that opportunity to finally be like, yes, I've got Milia right where I want her, I'm gonna do the wall shatter. And there you go.
Right through your fingers. It's always interesting to see too how players are watching the screen. There have been some players that have been using like the eye tracker while streaming, and you can kind of see the flow of the game, right, of where they're paying attention, where they're looking at most. Like I've seen a few MK11 players really utilizing it, like to pay attention to health bars, pay attention to meter, and you know, sometimes that mental stack just digs up really quickly, especially too when you get caught in a situation where like, okay, I'm about to win, like this is it, I'm gonna get the game-winning kill, and you completely forgot about that one little detail to close it out, and you know that cost you the round. Unfortunately, and fortunately for you, Trevor, it didn't cost you the entire match. Able to move on to these grand finals here. Flowerman's still in it too, but we'll be sitting in the losers finals here. We have that entire bracket up there. 3-1 was the score against Flowerman here for Trevor. Sitting in losers finals is that Flowerman there. And of course, we do have an update here. Kebby up against Pluto went 2-1 in Kebby's favor, and then Animefreak taking Kebby 2-0. So our run back is going to happen. Tswagg up against Animefreak. I
really am wondering what Tswagg's learned in the past couple of, you know, matches between the first time they faced Animefreak and now this time, just because they've had the opportunity to fight a lot of different people and, you know, maybe kind of reflect in that time that you haven't been playing on what you can do against a character like Chip.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree, because like it's hard. It is so hard, especially when you play like a set play character like Geo, and you know, have to rely on your strike throw mix. She has a lot of safe buttons. It's great, but then you also have to pin down a character like Chip, and it's just like that in the Milia matchup too. So Tswagg has a tall order for these next two matches if he plans to make it back into these grand finals here up against Trevor.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking, like, what adjustments do you feel like Tswagg really needs to make in this rematch? Because what we saw when Tswagg was so dominant against Seth earlier was just not really aggression so much as just assertiveness and gameplay. And as much as I would like to say, yes, that assertion, that good decision making is going to really help, against a character like Chip, I'm not sure that's the case. So I'm curious what your thoughts are.
You know, I think that if you're really trying to focus on Chip trying to,
I know it's hard.
It's hard because once you get that first knockdown, it's going to be a little bit easier, and that's, you know, that's the opening gambit that you have to deal with, right? Where you're trying to feel out the speed in which this Chip is going to be playing. You're really trying to go for some anti-air attempts as well, especially when Jump 2K comes out. We didn't see a lot of DP attempts when Animefreak had Tswagg in the corner, right? But the problem being is that we don't know at which side Chip is actually landing, if it's just being ambiguous enough. So it's a really tough call. 6P is a great option too, but you're looking at one-off hits, right? You're not going to get full like significant combos against Chip in a lot of those situations there, but sometimes those are enough, especially at how little health that Chip has. Losing that burst right away is definitely going to be important. That's definitely key, especially when you're trying to lock down Chip. So trying to be patient, trying to be strong defensively, but then also really recognizing when those openings are going to come out. Also, in the last set too, Tswagg didn't really challenge a lot of the Rekka situations there, and there were some overheads that Tswagg ended up catching that could have been punished. So definitely pay attention to those, I would say, in this next set.
Those are some really great things to like touch on and bring attention to, just because of the speed at which this is going to go. It's nice to be able to have a time to reflect and, just sort of, take a breakdown of what the things are that we're going to see, because yeah, we can talk about it and analyze it in this sort of, stepped back situation. But when you get in there, it's just like, and now we fly, because they're just like, they're fast. And we talked a couple of times about the decision making that you have to make on the fly when you're in any fighting game situation. But when you are playing against characters that do move very quickly, especially in a game like this, where that speed is a significant advantage for those characters, your decision making just accelerates tenfold. Yeah,
absolutely. And what's going to accelerate your decision to get to that Kick It store tenfold? That's what I want to know, Jadelyn. What do we got to do to get you to go to kickit.store and get that hoodie? What's the plan?
I was about to be like, put the link, and there it is. So I'm gonna type it in right now.
There you go. Kickit.store.
Kickit.store. What could be easier? Oh, look, there it is. Oh my god, that hoodie is so good. Okay, now that I'm seeing it like up close,
right?
It's kind of tight.
We're talking about that work hard, play hard Shanghai City vaporware hoodie. They used to you missed it. These things come and go, right? Because it's a limited release, okay? They used to have the twisted tee, don't get it twisted hoodie out there. I missed out on that. I'm still upset about it, but don't worry, that's fine. You know what? I don't want to have to follow everyone else. I'll just get one of these work hard, play hard hoodies.
It's cute too, and it's like navy. It's not black. It's gonna go with so many different things.
Exactly. If you want to support a local Chicago clothing apparel designer, definitely check out this store. The quality of the prints are fantastic. It's really second to none, honestly. I have a handful of these hoodies and different shirts as well that you can no longer get right now according to this storefront. So definitely go check it out. Get them while you can. It's well worth the purchase.
We're zooming in on it. Look at it, right? It's cute. Those are those are my colors.
I hadn't seen the Shysicle shirt yet, and this is my first time actually seeing it. That's dope. That is dope.
It really is. And oh man, I'm gonna have so much Midwest gear. This is good. Oh, and look at that. That's actually a really sick photo too. And like I said, proud owner of that Midwest shirt, and I wear it as many times as I can. I actually wore it. We had locals in person a couple months ago. And I wore it, and everyone was like, "Dag, that's a cool shirt." I'm like, "Yeah, Lokic."
See, if you would have went to Arc Revo, or at least signed up for Arc Revo, you potentially could have gotten that shirt last year. But you did it, and now it's gone, and that's that.
And you missed out. Sorry.
But let's not forget about Them's Fightin' Herds as well. Them's Fightin' Herds is going to be happening August 17th, Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Kick Esports. You can sign up for that right now. And then Guilty Gear Strive will be happening August 24th, 7:30 p.m. Once again, same place, same link as well. Use that exclamation point bracket. It'll take you to Smash GG and also list out all the additional brackets you can sign up for.
Yep, and also Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, Tuesday, again, gonna have that on the 31st. Again, go to smash.gg, LKO, August 21, that's gonna be able to find all of that information so you can sign up and get all of that online Tuesday action here at Lokic.
Absolutely. And then don't forget about the live meetups here. The next one is going to be this Friday, the 13th. That's Guilty Gear Strive, Soul Calibur 6, and Street Fighter 5. We look forward to seeing Grand Blue Fantasy versus and Dragon Ball FighterZ the following week, and then Samurai Showdown and Street Fighter 5 the week after that as well. Guilty Gear being that hot new staple at Ignite Skokie.
Yeah, loving seeing all the variety of the fighting games that are being played, both in person and online here. And so then Also, Square Up going to be coming up with MK11 and Guilty Gear Strive out there on the 22nd of August in good old Logan Square. Just chilling.
Make sure you got your mask and your vaccination card as well when you attend.
All right,
and last but not least, Roundhouse. Don't forget about it. October 23rd and 24th. The entirety of the Chicago scene basically is going to be there at Ignite Skokie, so sign up today. And here we go. Finally, Animefreak starting up against Tswagg.
Yeah, this is going to be a heck of a match. Holy moly, so we're already just flying. And the thing that I love seeing right now is that because these two characters they need a lot more moves to take a lot more damage. Like, look, they've done so many hits, and it's just like, hee it tickles.
Right, just block on. Ooh, and jumping out of the command grab. Nice. Oh no, the burst gets blocked.
Yeah, it gets a nice wall shatter off of that too. So now he's getting that positive bonus, and Chip is real scary with meter. Like, if he's gaining it, he's going to be able to use it really well, but gets caught jumping, but unfortunately didn't get to, like, convert off of that as much as he wanted. YRC's everywhere.
Oh, try to steal a turn. Animefreak does build up that burst once again. Has to block here. Not going to bite on the Rekka series quite yet. Does get caught low. Jump 2K. Has to hold it. We got to punish these overhead options. It's slow enough that you can 6B. You can DP it.
Yeah, you absolutely can. And, ooh.
There we go. The DP on the wake up here from Animefreak to take that first round.
You know, it's when you have characters that have combos that connect so quickly, it's interesting when they don't connect and you're like, oh, that's a drop. And unfortunately, it's a huge dropped opportunity, but they're doing a really good job trying to pick up where they leave off, which is nice to see. So in this particular round, Animefreak is doing a great job creating a lot of pressure. Blue RC to try and get out of that corner situation. Blocks the super YRC. Holy moly, they're kind of in control of this one.
Yeah, air to air once again. Burst available for both players here. Tswagg being pushed into the corner once again. No FD. Oh, try to interrupt though. Fortunately, not going to get caught by that slash. All these jump backs from Animefreak too, just really trying to stay out of Gio's range. RC, what an Alpha Blade. That was an interesting choice. I like it. Grab and ends the round. First game here. Going to Animefreak.
There was a lot of good decision making I felt like Animefreak had in that first one. Just able to not able to like he did in this round. So let's see if he can recover from this.
Yeah, Alpha Blade wake up here, trying to get that corner situation.
Does force out the burst from Tswagg. Alpha Blade doesn't catch, but does close the distance. RC gets Gio into the corner, gets the shatter, finishes the combo, and now has that positive bonus. See what opening he can find here. Tswagg really blocking for their life here.
Yeah, and that overhead too. Once again, coming out, gonna get the shatter and take the round.
You know, that super doesn't do a ton of damage, but when it ends a combo like that, it's effective.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. If it wraps up the round, puts a nice pretty bow on it, and sends it off to whichever loving home is going to receive the gift of the loss. And there you go.
Yeah, really early burst there from Animefreak. You know, feeling, they're in a good position, so I feel like they're just like, I don't want any of this. I'll use my burst now. But unfortunately doesn't have it in that situation where it started taking a lot of damage.
This offense really built up. Caught low. Oh no. Not quite a splat. Not yet. Good block though. Oh, and 6P does connect. Chip keeps that corner control here. Animefreak gonna get a shatter.
Yeah, this is starting to look a little dire for Tswagg, honestly. Does get a second chance at life here, but misses the opportunity with the conversion. Has to burst just to stop all of the pressure.
It does get a throw. Watch out for the DP. Doesn't have an opportunity to connect. Burst still available here. Does get the just block. Another throw. Tswagg gets another shot at life.
I actually really respect Animefreak holding onto that burst so that they have it for this round. Like, kind of knew that they weren't going to climb out of that one. But now, Tswagg fishing with these kicks here. It's kind of nice to see. But these quick buttons from Chip are keeping him in the corner. You've got nowhere to go, friend.
Oh no, once again caught low. Run up DP, yeah, catches the backdash here. Good cross up. Nice extension over to the corner there. Did not get the dash you were looking for to get the wall bounce.
Yeah, and Animefreak once again holding on to their burst. Did not burst out of it, so they had the opportunity, the safety if they wanted it, but don't need it.
Yep, Animefreak takes it 2-0 over Tswagg here.
Yeah, I felt like Animefreak was in control of Tswagg's meter the entire time. Like, enough pressure to be like, I'm going to make you burst when I want you to, especially when, in that last round, they're, like, Tswagg got the burst back, because you heard it and then used it immediately. And I felt like Animefreak was like, oh good, you're just where I want you now, and was able to, I mean, I don't even want to say it was like a flex. It was just kind of using the fact that they had all that meter advantage and burst advantage and just like health advantage to be like, look at all the things that I have that you don't. And it's intimidating.
Yeah, it's really tough too, like, because Tswagg definitely didn't have any answer against the offense from Animefreak. It was a lot of, it seemed like in a lot of instances, Tswagg was really trying to feel it out and slowly figure it out, because you're not able to play your normal Giovanna set play in that matchup because of how wily Chip can be in those situations. So it's really tough. There were definitely some gaps in the offense too that allowed some escapes. I mean, you can't go for your traditional strike throw against Chip, especially how often Chip can just jump up into the sky. You know, we have these extra jumps for a reason, and that can be dangerous. You have to think about too, being able to know when to 5P or even just 6P certain strings as well, because we saw so many overheads come out and just go unpunished. Like, there were definitely opportunities for Tswagg to take back the offense and really try to send a message there, but just wasn't there, and Animefreak didn't have anything to fear in that set.
No, I think that's the right way to phrase it too. Didn't have anything to fear. Like, even when Tswagg was able to get something going, Animefreak had all the cards in their hand still. Yep. But speaking of games that go fast, we are now, because Animefreak won that, buddy, you have to face Flowerman's Melia now.
Right. Yeah. And this is going to be tough. I mean, because the character's going to be flying all over the screen, and it's going to be about who gets that first knockdown here.
Mm-hmm. I respect the 5P checks, but Animefreak is the first one to get a real solid counter hit in. Oh, now getting a good combo over there. Look how much health Melia just lost. That's a lot.
Yeah. And the jump P able to jail out and still carry over to the other side too. Okay, nice movement here. 6P does connect for Animefreak. Watch the lows.
Yeah, there's so much in Chip's kit that is an active counter to Melia's kit. Right. And I feel like Animefreak knows a lot of this and is being able to execute pretty well. Oh, we're all jumping now. All just the neutral jumps. But, ooh, it's Flowerman's turn. Gonna get the shatter. Know how to burst still. Really good place to use that burst.
Yep, has to watch out for that negative penalty, though. Good approach. The dance does begin. And it's aerial dance, too. Will carry over. Baboon closes it out by the skin of their teeth. Flowerman takes that first round.
How was that one round? Good lord. There was a whole story that took place in there.
Right?
That's incredible. Because most of these characters, you know, again, they're the ones that need a lot of hits. Except when you do that and you end with that really great command grab from Chip. It can take a while, but Flowerman back in the action, trying to put Chip back in the corner. Gonna get a shatter?
Did you see that Animefreak tried to bait out a burst and Flowerman just held out here once again, guaranteeing a situation in the corner. That's a wall shatter and the game without spending a single burst. Neil-Celeste Flowerman once again on top.
That last series with the throwing out of the disc and then the grab, the throwing out of the disc and then the grab, and then they did it the third time and they didn't grab and just got hit. It was so smart. Like you trained Animefreak to react to that, and they reacted exactly how Flowerman wanted.
Ooh. Being in control of the situation here, forcing options is going to be important, especially when you have a set play character like Millia. Does jump on a disc, tries to Alpha Blade into the ground there to get away from any potential attack that Flowerman has. Another dance. Good trip guard though.
Okay, just use it.
First round for Animefreak there.
That was some good adjustments that they made. Early burst from Flowerman, so interesting to see that after they didn't do it previously. What's the setup after the throw?
That's for close slash setup here. Nice backdash here. Flower able to carry into the sky. Oh, but dropped it though. That's okay. The falling button does connect still. Forces Animefreak to block, and now it's Anime's turn. Misses the Alpha Blade though, but at least gets out of the corner, so that's a positive out of this.
Flowerman does get, the YRC was blocked, so unfortunate for them. But, oh, this is so back and forth right now. It's like, they have an advantage. No, they don't have an advantage. It's really hard. They're working really hard to get their foothold, and finally Flowerman gets one.
Block on the burst!
Ow! Oh, so nice. They forced the burst out and then was just, that was great. Really good awareness.
Brilliant play here from Flowerman. Able to come into the next round with a burst, ready to rock too. The final round of the second game here.
Yeah, all the blocking, neutral jumps to get out of the corner. Oh, we're all jumping now. We all have jumps. Oh my goodness.
Somebody is gonna get hit somewhere. And there it is, Flowerman able to make the significant hit. Baboon to carry to the corner. Yo, where do you think you're going? Into the skies to go shatter? Let's get that positive bonus.
Oh my goodness, what a counter hit. Full conversion here from Anime. Gonna, oh, dropped it. YRC is not blocked, so now it's Flowerman's turn again. Has a bar of tension that they can spend if they need to, but another counter. BRC, we out there.
Jump K is not going to connect here, but the 2D does. Disc out there, hair cart whiffs entirely. Burst is available here for Animefreak. Nothing left for Flowerman. Has to build up the tension. Danger though. Okay, knockdown with disc. Burst does get out there. Flowerman baits it and does win a second game here.
Oh, the awareness and the patience and jeez. Oh my goodness, just huge counter hits to start this one off. Animefreak, I feel like they're kind of feeling it, but Flowerman is also feeling their gameplay right now.
Right?
They are out-movementing Chip, and that's a really difficult thing to do.
Ooh, yeah, you definitely said it here, Jump 2K. And once again, having to block the overhead. Does connect, gets the wall shatter after Alpha Blade here. Flowerman caught on the back foot in this first round.
Yeah, but never... Flowerman's not down until the round is over, if that's the case. I love setting up these disc situations that we talked about earlier with the sandwiches. And with DP, this is Flowerman's opportunity, but doesn't catch it.
Catches the backdash here. One more setup will do. Purple RC, but check the blue.
Okay, burst reset, yeah. Ooh, DP does catch Flowerman. Oh boy.
The very tip of the DP though.
It really was, like, that was such a scary situation.
Good block until the low came out. Good staggers though from Animefreak, another shatter.
Yeah, you know, I look at these situations where Flowerman is so down in health, And I'm like, oh no, what's he gonna do? Flowerman thing, set up the situation, but Anime Hero fights back, is not willing to go down 3-0.
Yep, there's the shatter again.
Oh, the PRC, yeah, doesn't catch Animefreak and slow him down though. Counter hit forced to burst.
Yep, good backdash here, had the block. And it is safe, so not able to challenge quite yet. Yo, the 2K, 2D. Movement once again. This is a big opportunity. Had the knockdown, nice. All right, burst is spent here, so one more opening will do it here. Nice dash through into throw, another opportunity. Disc set up, nice close slash. Another one to go with purple RC. Oh no, yellow RC.
That completely reset the momentum. Whoa, who died?
It was definitely gonna be Flowerman in that game here. Didn't have enough health to take that trade.
That was really, really tense in that last one. Flowerman almost had it all the way back, but they've got the fire, and now I think they're realizing these grab setups are working very, very well. And there's that fabulous high-low and then grab mix-up with the Amelia that we were seeing earlier. But now Animefreak trying to get their pressure on.
Yep, and it's looking really tough here. Nice fast RC into overhead, does get blocked. The throw, you got one more guess here. And the disc, wrong decision from Animefreak. Match point here once again for Flowerman.
Opens up with a really strong counter hit though. That's a great way to open for Chip. Got Milia all the way in the corner, but Milia just jumps out and now the corner is hers.
Yep, recognizing the tendency for Animefreak to go for overheads, does get gold burst, bad mood attempt, does get DP. Okay.
YSC, nice little reset there.
Caught a little bit overextending there with the 6B. Another air dash does catch an extra high on Flowerman. Ooh, catches a backdash, able to get a nice little extension after the fact, but unfortunately gonna get swept up. Alpha Blade.
Yeah, another Alpha Blade. Oh, that was some nice Alpha Blade mix just to sort of stop the way that Milia was moving. So now it's 1-1 in this one, and the good lord Animefreak getting a lot of damage, gets the shatter. Milia's lost a lot of life here. This is a big road for her to climb, but with this combo getting started, this is a great way to do it.
Honestly, good information right there. You just saw that after the close slash did trade here on Milia, oftentimes close slash, if you're Milia, you're going to be able to punish again off the trade and get an advantageous situation here.
Yeah. It was unfortunate that super did not work because he had to PRC, spend all the meter just to keep himself safe. And Flowerman took it. Ooh, what a tech!
Air tech! Okay. Not gonna be able to reach for a finish quite yet. 2P. Overhead does connect though. Is anyone's game still? Alright, purple RC doesn't connect with Animefreak quite yet to slow things down. Burst still available for Flowerman here.
Burst just came back for Animefreak too. Okay, Flowerman uses theirs. Just trying to set something up with the disc, trying to catch anything out.
Oh,
counter hit!
Oh, it doesn't! Doesn't get the final hit though. One more touch, both players here. And purple RC does block, nice FD. The overhead comes through here. Animefreak takes another game. It's 2-2.
That move from Chip is just rude, and then when you end around with it, and it doesn't even have that huge counter hit sound, it's just... That's all you get from it.
Just a light little slap.
Just, oh my goodness. They're taking a breath, and I'm glad that they are, because I would like to take a breath as well. But we're back into it now. Okay, so both of them are doing a great job managing resource and just finding hits and blocking and waiting. But the thing that seems to be taking it is who's gonna get their foot in the door first.
Yep. Nice catch on the 2K, calling out the dash through from Flowerman and able to make a strong conversion, able to get the splat.
That was disgusting.
Oh yeah. Okay, good just block here. And chasing dash, but caught the hit. Unfortunate for Flowerman here, not able to get the throw. And Animefreak has the opportunity to close it out and does.
Animefreak just really dominant in that round. If they keep the momentum, this could go incredibly quickly. coming from the air with that jump. It's multi-hit, so you got to just keep blocking. Triple jump again, but Millia was ready that time with the low. And now just trying... They're both just hitting so light, they're just checking each other.
Right. I mean, honestly, with such a low life point for both these characters, sometimes that's just enough. You know,
it is, you're right.
The message. Oh, no.
Nice air throw there. And now Alpha Blade. This is gonna... Yeah, it just needs one more hit to get that shatter. Uses the super for the extra damage. It's not gonna kill, but it will at least do a lot.
Yeah, big Oki opportunity here for Animefreak. The command grab does get dodged, but unpunished.
Oh, no! Yeah, the whiff DP forced to YRC, but the Alpha Blade does catch it, and Animefreak fights it out with Flowerman to go right into Grand Finals.
Yes, reverse 3-0 here from Animefreak. There's that dodge on the command grab, the jump 2K. Unfortunately, a little bit early release on the block. Flowerman here does the air to air, but doesn't get the DP punish. It's really unfortunate. YRC couldn't guess correctly on which side the Alpha Blade was going to come out, and does get smoked by the angular Alpha Blade there, which means that Animefreak does make it to Grand Finals here, and it will be a run back against Trevward, who got a 2-0 over Animefreak in the winner's semis here.
Right. Ooh, this is exciting. Well, I am interested to see how this is going to play out, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, these last two matches have been nothing but runbacks for Animefreak here. So let's see how this turns out. Animefreak kept it, real with Tswagg there and maintained the victory as they did in the previous set of the bracket here, where Animefreak did go 2-0 against Tswagg, and that was the first time that Animefreak went up against Flowerman. So the final, at least on the loser's side. So now we have Trevward up against Animefreak again. Has to win 2 full sets, whereas Trevward only has to win 1.
Yeah, so it's definitely a marathon, not a race for Animefreak. Although, maybe a race would be good, since he's Chip. But it's a lot of maintaining momentum and keeping your mental equilibrium all through this, because if you start getting tired, especially if you get in that reset situation, you have a lot of mental fortitude to try and fight through.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially too, as much of a mental stack to deal with that is Chip. Chip is going to be just hell to pay here.
Yeah, So Animefreak has done a great job, especially, if you look at where we were in the bracket, it's got 3-2 against Flowerman, it was a 2-0 against Tswagg, been able to really play a lot of different kinds of characters and a lot of matches, but since the beginning of this top 8 hasn't faced a Nago that we've seen on stream. So and like we've mentioned with Trev, his Nago play is much faster and not as just stop and get a hit sort of thing as we've seen in some of the other Nagos. I feel like one of Animefreak's advantages has been their quick decision making and their aggressiveness in the matchup. Do they keep that going into Trev's Nago, or do they adjust because they know that Trev's going to come and swing it?
Geez, yeah, that's really hard to tell. Especially too, you have previous information, right, from the last time that you fought Trevward. So let's see how the opening gambit works out here. If the aggression, and yeah, we're still going to get aggression from Animefreak here to start.
Yeah, it feels like Trevward was really surprised by that. Bursts out of it just to stop the oppression. But Animefreak is not put off by it. Look at this. This is way more than we got to see out of him earlier in this particular matchup.
Yep, that's definitely going to connect there. We saw the 2B come out. Get off of me, please. Now the Oki begins. Okay, a little bit overcommitted with the 2H. Thank goodness there wasn't an approach there from the blue RC.
Right, yeah, just... Yeah, that could have been a really scary situation. Watching that blood meter is so important during this matchup. So just checking with little kicks and punches here, which is a great thing for Chip. Is he caught?
Nope,
no, he was on the backside of it.
It's unfortunate. Burst did come back in time for Trevor, though. Oh, no. Beyblade went a little bit too far. Overcommitted. And there we go. First round going to Animefreak.
There was a lot of control for Animefreak in that round. Did get hit. I mean, Nago touched him twice and he was almost dead. But Animefreak doing a great job adjusting, just keeping up this aggression, because I feel like that's something that Trevward's having a hard time with.
Yeah. I mean... Gosh, because once Chip gets really rolling here, it's going to be tough for Nagoriyuki to keep up here.
And if Trev's not careful, he's going to, you know, get into Blood Rage, and it could just be terrible.
Okay, we're off in the corner here. We're finally getting out. Red RC.
Well, gets caught a little bit. But... Ooh. You know...
There we go.
Yeah, it was interesting, though, that Trevward reset the tempo of that match completely, and Animefreak couldn't get their really fast foothold going again.
Oh, wow. Now we got these corner challenges here. Nice OTG as well.
Oh, no. Stay on the ground, friend.
Where do you think you're going?
There. Yeah, right? Nowhere. You're dead.
I'm a level 2 Nagoriyuki. You're not allowed to jump. I have bigger buttons, and I do excessive chip damage.
Excessive chip damage. Good lord.
Exactly.
But also excessive damage to Chip.
Yes.
So, moving on, as we get back into this corner, oh man, Trevward is getting their momentum. Like, they were really setting the tempo they wanted there. Oh, it looked for a second that Animefreak had gotten what they wanted, but Trevward is not put off by this. Look at the anti-air carry this dude all the way into the other corner. Buddy.
Oh. Yeah, missed the wall spot opportunity. That could have been it right there for Animefreak. You got out pretty lucky here. Let's see, and there it is. Beyblade lets it rip here.
I'm really happy we have a game where we can use that phrase very seriously.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, if it's not Dragon Ball, it is Guilty Gear.
Yeah, so again, these matches where Trevward is able to take control, he immediately puts his opponent in the corner and then is like, you're gonna jump, I'm gonna anti-air. You go low, I'm gonna go low too. I've got you. And then there's this exquisite blocking that we've seen out of him.
Yeah.
Look at that counter meter that was on Animefreak. Oh lord, he's gonna hurt.
Yes, that's all that damage here. Trevor wrapping up that second game faster than Animefreak, coming back to the lobby to finish up the game.
Yeah, oh boy. So this is, you know, tournament set here.
Yeah.
And Trevward is just in control. Already on the shatter, going to use the super for the extra damage. I don't think this is gonna kill.
It does.
Oh, it does. Bro, that was so much damage. Good lord. So now Animefreak has to pull out every trick in the book, and actually that whiffed burst is gonna help him quite a bit. However, Trevor just blocking all of this.
Getting caught, going for the hard knockdown here. We've seen this situation for Animefreak before. Oh, good block. Oh, really good decision to DP there, because normally that's a safe situation for Nagoriyuki. Oh.
Okay, signs of life from Animefreak. He's had some really difficult rounds, so it's nice to see that he still has that comeback in him.
Yes, absolutely here. Trevor about to get burst back in this round here. Wow!
Yeah, whoo! Oh, looks like that was supposed to be a grab, but it whiffs.
Yeah.
And so now Nago back in the corner. Overhead RC gets the pop-up, is going to get this shatter, goes across, but it's a good thing he has that positive bonus because he really didn't have a lot of meter to work with, honestly.
Okay, gotta watch out for this Blood Rage, though. It is literally a centimeter away from activating. Nice 2H into the wall. The burst does get red hard, and Trevor here takes it 3-0 over Animefreak, wraps it up. The grand champion of low kick online, a Nagoriyuki. Someone call Dynamite Dan right now. Let him know.
You know he's hype. You know he's hype.
You see it right here. The Beyblade trades out OTG. You see how much damage that OTG did to Chip anyways after the knockdown? And again, look at that blood rage there. And thank goodness he had a couple slashes in there to cool that down. The anti-air, well aware here. And even well aware that burst is on the way. Let's give you a couple slashes, wrap it up. Again, Trevor in complete control.
I loved watching that again just because the anti-air, like he had Animefreak just red. You know, Chip wants to be in the air, so he's going to anti-air you. And then Animefreak started playing more on the ground. He's like, fine, I'm going to, start counting your ground game. And then in that last part of that replay, he started jumping again. And Nago said, no, I remember that you can jump. Get back down.
We did not forget about the abilities of Chip Zenith out here, the Presidente. And we definitely didn't forget about the abilities of Trevor here, coming out on top in this grand finals bracket here. I'm trying to look back and see, and the only time Trevor dropped a game was, against K-Dog and Flowerman. Otherwise, a clean record throughout this entire bracket here. So first place going to Trevward, second to Animefreak, and third to Flowerman here. Fourth place to Tswagg. Great stuff. And everyone that tuned in, thank you so very much for beefing up that match Dorito to that $44 prize pot.
Yes, thank you so much. I mean, we certainly appreciate the support, and not just for all of the players that were here tonight showing off this awesome Guilty gear, but also to our fabulous streamers, Low Kick, for putting this on every Tuesday. We got the opportunity to highlight some of the things that are coming up both in person and online, including games like MK11, Guilty Gear Strive, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, Battle for the Grid, Them's Fighting Herds. If you play any fighting game, Low Kick's got you covered.
Absolutely. And of course, if you are within the area, definitely go check out that Ignite Skokie. It's happening this Friday. Make sure you register in advance. Make sure you bring your mask as well. We are not messing around right now. We are so close. So please do be careful out there, everybody.
Yes, yes, we are so close. Please keep being safe. Keep, doing all the things you're doing so that we can continue to have these awesome events where we can play offline too.
Absolutely. Well, I think that about does it here. So we're going to give you our closing words. Of course, Jade, let them know where they can tune in and check your stuff out.
Sure, you can follow me on all social medias at Jadelyn Gaming, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all the things. And I stream 3 days a week. Same thing. We just like playing fighting games, and sometimes we play RPGs, and it's real fun. So yeah, come in, hang out. It's a really good place to be, and we fight. It's awesome. So what about you? Tell the people where to find you.
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Zero Syndicate. You can also follow me same place on twitch.tv/Zero Syndicate. You'll find me playing all sorts of games right now. I'm going through the entirety of the Resident Evil series and currently am on Resident Evil Remake. So if you want to join me on that spooky journey, feel free to do so. And also you can check out my YouTube as well. I'll be around on the internetverse commentating various fighting games as well. So that's all we got for you here. And don't forget, if you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime, and that gives you a free sub. So instead of letting that sub go to waste, why not drop it here at Low Kick Online to give them the support and let them know that they're doing a fantastic job. And, if you see them at Ignite, let them know they're doing a fantastic job, and thank them as well from me, if not from you, for running all these events and keeping everybody active in the FGC throughout the pandemic and now in a live setting. And that being said, I think that's going to wrap it up here. Jayla, it's been a fantastic time hanging out with you, talking about some fantastic Guilty Gear.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for just hanging out and having a good time. And thank you all for tuning in. We hope you have a great rest of your evening, and we will catch you all next time here at Low Kick Esports on Twitch TV. Have a great night.
Later days.